Previously, on keeping up with the Kenya Kwanza government.
We are not going to shame them. We are going to arrest them.
They say we are the rent seekers in the Senate. Chair, if you don't defend us today, we are willing to move a motion of your removal.
In Kenyan politics, betrayal is never an if, it is always a win. And right now, all eyes are on Nairobi Senator Edwin Sifuna, because many believe he is about to be served up as a sacrifice by his own party, ODM, and this is why.
I'm putting the leadership of the Senate on notice. The Speaker must defend his institution. He is the head of the House. Our leadership, the majority and minority leader, they should not go to those meetings to just make jokes about welfare. They should defend the institution.
It has been less than 24 hours since President William Ruto and Raila Odinga tore into Parliament. Ruto fired the harshest shot, branding the Senate a corruption haven and warning that arrests were on the way.
I know what's going on. Where does somebody find 150 million?
His words sparked one burning question across the country. Which senators was he talking about? Well, Kisii Senator Richard Onyonka quickly dropped a name, Edwin Sifuna. According to Onyonka, Sifuna could be among those arrested and charged.
The president wants to arrest Sifuna and other members of the Senate and the National Assembly ati ndio walikuwa wanakula nini? Ati wanakula hii pesa kidogo kidogo. Mr. President, if you want to start with the thieves, anza kujishika wewe. Thank you.
But Kenyans aren't buying that anti-graft spin. To them, it looks like Raila might be tossing his Secretary General under the bus, especially after Sifuna's relentless criticism of the broad-based government that President Ruto and Raila are now trying to defend. And here's where it gets even more interesting. Weeks ago, ODM-nominated Senator Crystal Asige wrote on social media, "A betrayal is looming. There will be signs." Fast forward to today's chaos, she retweeted her own post with just 3 words. And so it begins. She didn't name names, but online, Kenyans didn't hesitate. They saw it as a confirmation that both ODM and UDA bigwigs are about to be thrown into the fire, and some of them sacrificed.
And the legislature is supposed to make laws that the executive uses.
Then came the ultimate red flag. Sifuna skipped the high-stakes joint parliamentary meeting between UDA and ODM yesterday. As the party's Secretary General, his absence was read as nothing less than open rebellion. Fellow ODM members were quick to pounce, warning his days in the party leadership might be numbered. All this while, President Ruto kept stoking the flames, claiming intelligence reports revealed senators demanding as much as 150 million Kenyan shillings from governors fighting impeachments.
There is legitimate concern. Let me ask, for example, the latest Sokohuru in the Senate. Because you have to accept, by virtue of the position I hold today, I am a consumer of raw intelligence. I know what's going on. Where does somebody find 150 million? Where? Huh? Is that his money? That is money that belongs to the county. Is that correct or not correct? Yes.
He didn't spare MPs either. He accused them that some of them were pocketing 10 million shillings bribes to pass the money laundering bill.
Let me ask you, members of parliament who are seated here. Do you, for example, know, do you, for example, know that a few members of your committee collected 10 million shillings so that you could pass that law on anti-money laundering? Did you get the money? So So, going forward, si tunataka tukubaliane, si we are one team. Yes, there are people who are destroying the credibility of Parliament. And they are collecting money in the name of Parliament. And some of the time, or most of the time, that money never gets to Parliament, it gets to a few people. We are not going to shame them. We are going to arrest them. Yes.
And so the narrative is writing itself. President Ruto pointing fingers, Raila is staying silent, Asige is prophesying betrayal, and Edwin Sifuna, ODM's outspoken general, suddenly looks very exposed.
Because we cannot continue like this. If somebody has any evidence, let them present it. I don't think, Chair, we have ever sent you to get money from anybody. We don't send our chairs there. In this committee, there's no welfare, there's no member for welfare here, as far as I know. So, Chairman, you just know that you, as a leader of this committee, have a responsibility to defend this committee. We can't do it on our own and individually. I'm putting the leadership of the Senate on notice. The Speaker must defend his institution. He is the head of the House. Our leadership, the majority and minority leader, they should not go to those meetings to just make jokes about welfare. They should defend the institution and call out the hypocrites who are pointing fingers at Parliament, and yet we know they are the originators of corruption in this country. I thank you, Honorable Chair.